Yeah, I hate my computer. I told y'all. I don't know. Anyways, let me go ahead and get into the scary animations, y'all. My bad. I'm not sure why it does that, but let's go ahead and get right back at it. So let me look at these IMR scary animations. Hold on, where you at? Oh my lord, why do I have to deal? Why do I have to deal, God? Hold on, y'all. But I like it with the lights on. Get on top of me and I'll let you take it on tonight. It's your night. Oh, lay down. Y'all got to see everything. My bad. Hold on. Let me see. YouTube. Hopefully y'all day is going well. Y'all about to see it live. Oh Lord. Oh, 2 voodoo donut horror stories. I want to see something else. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this right quick so y'all can see what I see. And you know, we can make it like that. Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do it. There we go. Hold on, babies. I know. Can we do that? Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can. I hope my phone didn't die. Please don't die, phone. Who called me? But I like it with the lights on. I wanna make love to my baby. Alright, 2 true voodoo donuts. Hold on, let's click on IMR. Your videos. What you got lately? You play, you die. 2 Dorito horror stories animated. Y'all, what do we want to watch? Let's see. You eat, you die. True ice cream. I want something hella scary. 2 true carjacking horror stories. 18 true unsettling horror stories animated. Let's just do this and get into it. Okay,
when? 1.
Let me know if y'all can see. What the fuck? Oh, my bad. What the hell was he? What did he have on his chest?
The day I found that old smartphone.
No, we did this one already. What the fuck? What the hell? Hold on, y'all. We've seen that one already. Fuck, no. It was all good, but I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, let me see right here. Alright, story 2. Alright.
Our honeymoon in Vegas was supposed to be a celebration of our quirks, a toast to our mutual love for the macabre and gothic. When we found a horror-themed suite in an offbeat Vegas hotel, it seemed like destiny. The room was draped in velvet.
Red Venom, I gotta say, man, bro, I've really been enjoying your back and forth, bro. So, I know I'm so bad at putting my information out. But you could, hey, if you want to, for now, let me just post this. It's WeLikeSaturdays@yahoo.com. If you want to send me something. Let me just put this over, y'all. My bad, y'all. My live's been cutting. That's why I sent my shit to Best Buy to get fixed. But check this out, though. So, hold on, real quick. Let me let y'all know what happened with sending my computer out to Best Buy. Okay, so I made a call for them to, I said, okay, yo, I need my computer repaired. This is what's been going on. How long will it take for y'all to fix this? Oh, yeah, bro, we can fix this. It'll take about a week, no problem. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to send it in this day. Woo. All right, so I ended up sending it in. How about we get there, right? The lady telling me, or let me shut up. The lady told me, oh, it's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks, possibly 6 weeks. Okay, mind you, I only have one computer. 6 weeks for them to repair my computer. I'm like, for what's wrong? And you know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Off the strength of me needing my stuff fixed, let me go ahead and do it. So I went ahead and let her start the process and getting it fixed or whatever. So I let it sit for like 4 days, right? After 4 days, we noticed there was no tracking. First of all, they told us that my computer was going to go to Kentucky. Right. Kentucky? The dude told me it was going to be fixed in a week. So what are you talking about, right? Anyways, so long story short, like I told y'all, they said it was going to take possibly 6 weeks for me to get my computer back. And off the strength of me, I'm like, you know what? I really want to do this. But, you know, what if it don't take 6 weeks? She said it's a possibility. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, after the 4th or 5th day of them not having a tracking number, bitch, I went back there to that Best Buy and said, you know what? I just want my computer back. Because, honey, I'll lose my mind when I have nothing to do. Okay? long story short. But anyways, Red, you can send, if anybody has any content they want to send, is WeLikeSaturdays@yahoo.com if you want to send some content for me to, or suggestions for me to react to, okay? Anything, as long as it falls under the guidelines. I can't promise anything, but I can guarantee I'll at least look into it to see if we can react to it, okay? So, but yes, that's where, y'all can send to, and I'll just put it in the, I should just do it right now, huh, real quick. Y'all, I'm telling you, I had too much apple juice, okay? But anyway, it's all good. But yes, Red, I do appreciate y'all. I really, really do, man. Y'all don't know how much y'all make my day. But let me do this real quick, y'all. Let me just keep it pushing. Let me actually do this right here. It's We Like Saturdays. Just so that it's there for y'all. Saturdays. .yahoo.com. Just let me do this really quick. I might as well, because I'm so bad with like everything else. Okay. But this is where you can send it. Boom. Okay. There, I put it there. That's my other account. Okay. All right, you guys, let's keep going. Thank you for waiting.
Walls lined with vintage horror movie posters and eerie, lifelike statues that could make you jump if caught by the corner of your eye. Mark and I, both ardent horror enthusiasts from Boston, were thrilled.
It's like stepping into another world.
I told him. The first sign that something was off came when we met the hotel clerk during...
Oh my God! Who? What? And how the fuck is that? Look at this motherfucker right here. Listen, if y'all don't know or ever seen a knock, if you know what a knock is, y'all know what I'm talking about. The motherfucker, you can't even keep a piece of soap out their ass. Listen, guarantee you, this motherfucker right here is going to take it, okay? Just letting you know. Oh my God. Rest in peace to my auntie, but low-key your ass look just like Auntie Effie, okay?
Check in. He was a gaunt figure, his skin sallow and eyes a bit too bright. Enjoy your stay. And remember, not ever.
It's so crispity, crunchy, crusty ass motherfucker. Oh, Lord of the Rings just got a job ass nigga. What is it? What is that ugly ass? No, what the fuck was that ugly thing off of the Lord of the Rings? My precious, that motherfucker, he just got a job.
Everything is as it seems, he said with a cryptic smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. We laughed it off, attributing it to the hotel's ambiance. That night, as we settled in, the suite's charm morphed subtly into something more sinister. It started with the lights. They flickered erratically, casting shadows that seemed to writhe along the walls. Probably just bad wiring, Mark said, but his voice held an edge of uncertainty. Around midnight, the real terror began. The sound system, which we hadn't touched, blared to life, filling the room with the haunting sounds of a vintage horror film score. Mark went to turn it off, but the system was unresponsive. Then, the figures around the room seemed to shift slightly, as if coming to life. We chuckled nervously, trying to shake off the unease.
What? Are you kidding me? Look at they sitting on the bed. I cannot fold my legs for shit. Okay, as big as my legs are, I try to do a motherfucker end up breaking a damn knee, okay? But first of all, I'm not gonna be sitting here just looking at you like, you know what? It does sound or look a little weird, but maybe we should just sit and make sure that, you know, we enjoy this hotel. Get the hell out of there, okay? You paid your money and this is the shit you gotta deal with. Hello, room service. Let's get another room. Hello? The hell?
But then we heard the first real scare. A loud, deliberate bang on the door. Mark cautiously approached and opened it, only to find no one there. As he turned back, the air filled with a sinister, guttural laugh from the sound system, sending chills down my spine.
We should have stayed at a normal hotel.
What do you have on? What do you have on, girl? Let me leave her alone, Tashi. It's cool. It sets the occasion for that cheap ass hotel. It's cool.
I half joked, trying to lighten the mood, but Mark didn't respond. He was staring at something behind us. I turned to see one of the statues, its head now unnervingly turned towards us, eyes that seemed to...
When I tell you, I don't give a fuck. When I tell you I would have hopped out of that room so fucking quick, y'all already know I'd be ready to run. I'm so serious. And if I can't run, I got to find the nearest thing near me, okay? To get your head together. We doing too much.
Lifelike.
That wasn't like that before, was it?
I whispered, my heart starting to race. We decided to call the front desk, but the phone line crackled and died the moment I picked up the receiver. That's when panic truly set in. The room grew colder, and the statues seemed to inch closer every time we looked away. We huddled together on the bed, watching...
Bitch! I'm sorry, y'all. Had all the time he could have been tough. He chose this time. Look at how he holds his girl. Look at this shit right here. Hold on, I gotta call your ass out. Hold on, go back a little bit.
To inch closer every time we looked away. We huddled...
You're trying to look tough. What a lamp in your hand. What the fuck are you gonna do with this thing? He made it still. This is a face of someone's gonna get their ass whipped, okay? For real, look at her face. She's so... she going through it like, I know this nigga can't help me, but we gonna try out the same. His head is bigger than mine. I am silly, y'all. Let me shut up.
Together on the bed, watching
God.
as the door handle began to turn slowly. Mark grabbed the nearest thing, a heavy lamp ready to swing. The door creaked open, revealing the silhouette of a man, the same hotel clerk from earlier. But now his eyes were wild, his mouth twisted in a horrifying grin. Welcome to the real horror show. Hope you have a good ride.
Off rip, I'm knocking his ass the fuck out. Okay? He don't look like he would be any work. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's working stronger than his strength is his looks. That motherfucker is ugly, okay? If Beetlejuice had an eating disorder, okay? Straight up.
He hissed, stepping into the room with an unsettling calmness. His hands were empty, but his presence was threatening enough. He began muttering to himself about needing to purge the impurities and how we were the perfect tribute. Mark lunged at him with the lamp, catching him off guard and knocking him back. The clerk scrambled up, his face contorted in rage, and hurled himself at Mark. They crashed into one of the statues, sending it toppling over with a crash that echoed through the room. I screamed, trying to pull the madman off Mark, but he was surprisingly strong, his fingers digging into Mark's arm, drawing blood. He then licked his bloody hands.
Oh, freaky ass! What the hell? Who's thinking of licking at this time? Nasty.
Salty. I bet her blood tastes better. He shrieked, spit flying from his mouth. The fight was brutal and desperate. The hotel clerk, with his deranged strength, seemed nearly impossible to subdue. Mark grappled with him, trying to use his own weight to pin the man down, but the clerk's madness lent him a terrifying...
Pause. Look at that nose, bro. Look at that nose. His nose were a size 5 in shoes, okay? Straight up. Look at that shit. I can say what else it looks like, but you already know. Listen. I done seen his nose on adamandeve.com. Shut the fuck up.
Fine frenzy. Amidst the chaos, I spotted a shard from the broken statue. With no time to hesitate, I grabbed it, my hands trembling.
Get off him!
I yelled, my voice hoarse with fear. The sharp edge of the shard glinted in the flickering light as I swung it, managing to catch the clerk on his forearm. He howled in pain, the sound so animalistic it froze my blood. The distraction was enough. Mark shoved him off, and we scrambled away, positioning ourselves between the door and the madman.
No! What the fuck
Blood,
are you
both Mark's and the clerk's, stained the ornate carpet, adding a grim reality to the horror-themed decor. The clerk, clutching his bleeding arm, glared at us with unhinged eyes. It's just a show, fellas. It's so unusual to have such gorgeous couples like yourself grace this little abode which I built, an ode to the macabre. How do you like this, sweet? Oh, Wait, you haven't seen my collection yet. Fingernails. When you die, your skin shrinks, so your hair and nails keep growing, love. Oh, I have collected some brilliant
Why do we need to know that fact? You could have just told us you want some hair and nails. We don't need to know no damn facts just to let you know when you're dead they still grow. I don't care, bro. I wouldn't care. I'm dead. I wouldn't give a damn. You know what I mean? Doesn't serve me no purpose, bro.
fingernails. Dark, muddied, bloodied. Come on, love. Come with me. Let me show you my precious collection. Walk with me. He screamed, his voice echoing unnervingly around the room. His demeanor shifted then, as if he were listening to some unseen advisor. His next words were chillingly calm. Oh, babe.
That motherfucker is ugly, y'all. I'm so sorry. It's ugly.
Don't worry. You'll become a part of the collection, too.
We're leaving and we're calling the police.
I declared, my voice steadier than I felt. I had to bluff, as our phones were dead, and the room seemed designed to be a trap. Mark nodded, moving slowly to the door, never taking his eyes off the clerk. Come near.
I man swore he was in a 007 film, I swear. Look at him. He's just pointing. You. I can't. Let's see what he said.
Yours again, and I swear I'll finish this. He growled, the threat clear in his tone. The clerk seemed to consider this. Then, with a disturbing smile, he backed away, disappearing into the shadows of the hallway as if he could melt into the darkness itself. We didn't wait to see if he would return. Grabbing our essentials, we bolted from the room, not stopping to look back until we reached the lobby. Breathless and disheveled, we burst into the brightly lit front desk area, startling the night manager. Our story tumbled out incoherently, but the sight of our injuries and our genuine terror convinced him to call the police immediately. Officers arrived within minutes, their presence a stark relief against the night's horrors. They listened intently, their expressions growing graver by the minute. Upon searching the hotel, they found the clerk in a hidden room behind the reception area, surrounded by monitors displaying
Fucking pervert, but I'm not surprised. This is the same dude that sat there and started licking his arm when blood came out. That man freaky. I'm not surprised.
in various rooms, not just ours. It turned out he had been watching and recording guests for months, his psyche deteriorating into madness, fueled by an obsession with horror.
You need your ass whooped, for real. Low key, like every time I go to any type of suite, stay hotel, whatever you want to call it, honey, that's all I'm thinking about. Somebody want to look at me. Somebody want to look at me. So, you know what I mean? I'm always having like a towel on me, even when I'm going to like, like just everywhere. Tasha, continue. Yes, okay.
Horror and surveillance. The resolution came swiftly after that. The clerk was arrested, his room of horror sealed off as evidence. We were treated for our injuries and given a new room in a different hotel, this time a brightly lit, cheerful place that couldn't be further from our original nightmarish choice. In the aftermath, Mark and I clung to each other, our honeymoon forever marked by the ordeal. Yet through that terror, our bond had only strengthened, a stark contrast to the darkness we had endured. We had survived the suite's horror, but more importantly, we had survived it together. As we finally settled into sleep, the first calm night since our arrival, I realized the true depth of our vows, in sickness and in health, in horror and in peace.
Now, say his nose don't look like something very familiar, y'all. They know what they be doing when they be drawing these damn cartoons. Oh, I got chicken on me.
We were united, and nothing, no psycho, no horror-themed nightmare, could ever change that.
Long story short, if a motherfucker look like that, don't go to that hotel. The problem was they thought they could sit there and have some fun with a cheap hotel. No, didn't you just say it was your honeymoon? Girl, divorce! I'm not about to sit here and settle with this bullshit. Do you see this nigga behind the counter? He look like a predator. And y'all still gonna do it. Long story short, you get what you pay for. Fuck that shit. Let me shut up. Story 3.
The
That was a
evening
good
air
one.
was brisk, carrying the sound of laughter and music from our sorority house. It was supposed to be a night of freedom, of celebration, but as
Get my mind out of the gutter, Ed. You know what? You're right. It's staying in the gutter, though. I can't help it.
the events unfolded, it morphed into a saga of terror that would forever haunt my memories. It started with a joke, a cruel, thoughtless prank we played on the pizza delivery guy. We'd seen him before, his awkward shuffles and the way he struggled to meet anyone's gaze. His name was Eric, a fact we knew because someone had dared to ask once, hoping to coax a smile from him. That night, under the influence of a few Jaeger bombs, some bong hits, and the heady thrill of our sisterhood, we decided to take it further. I, being the newest member of our sorority, was pushed into pretending to flirt with him, luring him into believing there was a party invitation with his name on it, while we secretly ran an Insta Live for the followers of our sorority page.
Hey there.
I spoke.
Yeah, no shade, but you sitting there pursuing a pizza guy, I have to question your morals, my God. Like, my sis, like, really, you had a whole motherfucking ordeal party, like, that's who you stupid on? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a pizza guy, I'm just saying, like, you know, of all things you could be doing, maybe she wants some free pizza. That's probably why she's doing it. Maybe that's why.
Spoke seductively.
We've been waiting for you. The party doesn't start until you walk in.
Here's your pizzas. He managed to speak as I leaned closer to his face,
okay?
like I was about to kiss him, and held on while my sisters laughed their hearts out. That'll be $30.
If I make out with you, could you do it for free?
See, told you.
It's not...
Bitch, no. I got bills to pay. The hell you talking about?
It's...
I'll make out for 1 minute if you make this free.
The flush of embarrassment on his face was visible, even under the dim porch light, but it was the flicker in his eyes, a spark of something dark and unrecognizable that should have warned us. How about something a little bit more and you get free pizzas for the next 3 parties?
What the hell are we watching, y'all? I thought he was ready to curb her ass. What is he talking about? Freaking psycho? Hold on, y'all. I'm so done with people. I need to put up my damn chats. My phone died. Just keep watching.
I was shook a bit as his shy, nerdy demeanor suddenly gave way to a confident, creepy one. My friend leaned into my ear to tell me that over 3,000 people had joined our live. We had to push it further.
What do you mean by a little bit more?
Well, we are all adults here, you know?
Aw, shit.
Free pizzas for 3 parties?
Yes,
How about 5?
3.
Make it 5 and I'll go further.
Wow,
3.
Over pizza, y'all.
Make it 5 and my gorgeous friend will join.
3.
Make it 5.
Why are we having this back and forth? Oh my God, y'all. Realize this is over pizza. I love me some motherfucking pizza, but I'm not about to sit there and I'm like, you sitting there willing up to give up the cap for some pizza. She said 5! Like, what the... Of all things you could do giving up that cat, you want it for some damn pizza. Okay, let me stop. Let me shut up, y'all.
5 and...
Stop! He yelled, before taking his free hand and choking me while staring into my eyes with his red, mad ones. You don't talk to me like that! It was at this point
I am here to tell you today that your feelings are valid. Your trauma is valid. Your hurt is your hurt. I discovered
that my sisters intervened and threatened him with the Instagram Live. Surprisingly, he didn't just run away, but retreated while laughing like a maniac, still looking at us all with vengeance in his eyes. We weren't prepared for what was to transpire next. Eric returned sometime later under the guise of night.
What the fuck? I'm so lost. Okay, that was random as hell. So they closed the door and he left? Oh my God, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry. I need to put up the chat. My phone just died, so I can't see what the hell y'all saying. So let me... Hold on. I'm sorry. I know, guys. I know, but hold on. I need to see what the hell y'all talking about. Where we at, girl? 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 Really? How you doing that? Oh my god, what the fuck?
Y'all.
My bad, y'all. I am drunk. Oh,
The day-
fuck. Hold on, go back. My bad. Hold on.
Retreated while laughing like a maniac, still looking at us all with vengeance in his
No more
eyes.
apple juice,
We
y'all, I
weren't
promise.
prepared for
No more.
what was to transpire next. Eric returned sometime later under the guise of night. We were all sloshed at this point when the lights suddenly went off.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't long before we noticed that a lot of girls couldn't find their phones. Panic set in, but it was the silence that followed. A quiet so profound it screamed that truly unsettled us. And then came the knocking. Systematic, deliberate. I encountered him in the living room, where the moonlight cast his shadow across the floor.
It's the pizza guy! Oh my god, guys! He's gonna throw a slice at us. Watch out!
Elongating it into something monstrous. His voice, when he spoke, was eerily calm, a stark contrast to the chaos he had unleashed. "You made me the center of your game," he said, tilting his head, studying me as if I was an interesting specimen. "Now, you're the center of mine." Suddenly, there was a loud scream from the basement. I looked for just a second, but in that time, Eric was gone. My bestie, Jennifer, who was laughing the loudest during our prank, was found in the basement, her lips cut from ear to ear, her eyes gouged out, and replaced by the pepperoni toppings from a pizza. Before we
Okay, everyone, exit left. This is the time that we take our lives serious and leave this lame ass party. Come on.
could even process
I ain't no shade, but for them to be white, this is like really surprising. Y'all should have left. Y'all be versatile. Come on.
what had transpired, we heard screams from the bathroom on the second floor. Lisa and Marisa, twin sisters, were lying with wet clothes in the bathtub, squeezed together.
They got some pizza in their mouth. I'm so sorry. You die with some pizza in your mouth. Like, oh my God. They were some bad girls too. Look at them. Oh my Lord, y'all. I'm so sorry. We too lit. We too lit. No more apple juice before the stream, y'all. No more apple juice.
Drowning in their own pool of blood which dripped from their slashed necks, and one slice of pizza stuck between their dead mouths. Eric's presence became more brazen, his encounters with us more frequent. He delighted in our fear, drawing it out with the precision of a maestro. His anger was a tangible thing, flaring at the slightest provocation, his mood swings erratic and dangerous. We started running, but the doors were locked, our phones were missing, and the drinks had rendered most of us incapacitated. "You think you can outsmart me?" He challenged, cornering me in the kitchen. His breath was hot against my face, his eyes wild. "I'll take care of your friends first. Let the terror marinate slowly. And just when you will beg me to kill you fast, I will suffocate you slowly." I realized then his need for control, for acknowledgement.
You know, I just realized something. He lost his job. I mean, you stayed too long at this damn party. It was supposed to be something simple. Her punk ass, she sat there and offered her kitty cat for some free pizza. Let's pause on that. And it turns out this motherfucker was a psycho. I bet your ass won't do it again, okay?
Was his weakness. It was a dangerous game engaging with a psychopath, but I had no choice. I needed to keep him talking, keep him focused on me somehow.
Eric, you've already won. We're scared, aren't we? Isn't that what you wanted?
Oh, it's only just begun. His threat hung between us, a promise of horrors yet to come. Eric's game was one of psychological warfare, each move destined to break us further, to tear us from any semblance of hope. As the night wore on, the rules of his twisted game became clear. He wanted us isolated, afraid, and utterly at his mercy. He would appear, sometimes as a whisper of movement in the darkness, other times as a full, terrifying presence. His manic laughter was
I don't understand. This whole time they ass could have been running outside the damn house and going to get some damn help. You know, unless I missed something, the nigga has no knife or nothing. Like, he's, as far as I'm concerned, he's just running around here talking shit. It's 5 against 1, bro. A whole party against this fool. Y'all could clobber this fool. Pounce on him, okay? Elbow first. He gone. None of y'all bitches thought about that, huh? Nothing, huh? All right. Okay, it's just me. All right.
It's a chilling reminder of the power he held over us. The climax of the night came with a chilling clarity. We had found 6 dead bodies in a span of a few minutes and were scarred for life. But Eric had grown overconfident, his interactions with me longer, more taunting. It was during one such encounter that I saw my chance. He had backed me into a corner of the living room, the bloodied knife in his hand, catching the moonlight in a sinister glint. You see, Carly, what happens when you mess with the wrong guy? I'll just put 3 more of your friends to sleep and then come for you, unless you want to give up right now.
But I'm so lost, y'all. She just offered him some kitty cat. And he got offended? Well, no, she kind of used him as saying like he weak and stuff like that. But really, who would sit there and be like, you know, hey, fuck these pizzas. What's up with it, girl? And then 5 other people? It's a party. But anyway, I don't know. Hey, I guess you can't offer it to everybody. You just can't, you know?
Tension was so focused on me, on the fear he expected to see, that he didn't notice the heavy bookend I had silently grasped from the shelf behind me. With a surge of adrenaline, I swung it with all my might, connecting with the side of his head. The impact sent him staggering, the knife clattering to the ground.
I'm sorry, y'all. This man that killed 6 people with this knife. Your end was you got your ass knocked out by a motherfucking Bible book. End of Eric, okay? He's done. All it took was a little bit of knowledge. Your ass know better now, don't you? Okay.
It was the opening I needed. I lunged for the knife, my fingers wrapping around the handle just as he recovered his balance. But I didn't hesitate, didn't give him a chance to regain control. With a cry that was part fear, part rage, I swung the knife, catching him off guard. The blade made contact, and he fell, a look of shock etched into his features. The remaining girls, drawn by the noise, found me standing over Eric, the knife in my hand and determination in my heart. Together, we bound his hands and feet, a grim solidarity in our actions. We pulled out his own phone and called the police while kicking his unconscious, bleeding body. When the authorities arrived, they found us huddled together. Eric was taken away.
Look at his face. You got your ass kicked by a bunch of girls. Oh my God. All you had to do was say, you know what, I'm good off the pussy. Here, just go ahead and take this pizza and I'll be on about my way. But you wanted to take things further. And look at you now. You got your ass whooped by some girls. He's lucky though. I would have killed his ass.
The aftermath was a whirlwind of questions and flashbulbs. Our sorority house a scene of interest and horror. But amid the chaos, there was a sense of closure. We had survived, not just that night, but the darkness that had threatened to consume us.
Her nasty ass. We just ain't gonna, I ain't finna bypass that part. She offered her kitty for some free pizza, man. Pizza. Not a car, not a house. You know what I mean? Fuck it, $500. I don't know, but she offered for some free pizza though. I know her shit stank anyway.
It was supposed to be just another sleepover at our friend Liam's house. We were around 13 at the time and really into video.
If you're here and you're still watching me and rocking with me, you might as well hit the like button, you guys. If you are not subscribed, you should subscribe because I don't know, you enjoy yourself. I don't know. Don't subscribe if you don't want to, but if you do want to subscribe, I surely would appreciate it. If not that, please like the video. Thank you.
Games. Liam was the only one who had a PlayStation among our group, so we would often go to his house. This one day, though, his parents were away for a wedding and were going to return quite late into the night, and that for us was the perfect moment to try the Doritos horror game. So this new online horror game by the brand Doritos was launched in the late 2000s as a marketing ploy to promote their old flavors, which they were bringing back. It was barely there for a few months before being pulled off. A few kids in our school have tried the game and suddenly it became a buzz because it was genuinely scary. Well,
bro, what? Calm down. Damn. Jesus Christ.
As scary as it could be for a bunch of 13-year-olds. I remember the excitement that buzzed through us as we gathered in Liam's dimly lit living room, eager to dive into the Doritos horror game. There were 7 of us, sprawled across couches and pillows, the glow of the PC casting eerie shadows on the walls. Liam had always been a bit intense, but that night he...
y'all know what game he's playing? That's a puppet combo game. Shout out to them. Anyway.
He seemed even more on edge, his eyes darting around as if expecting something to leap from the corners. As the game loaded, I caught Liam whispering to himself, a habit he'd had since he was young, but this time it sent a chill down my spine. "It's just a game," he muttered, more to himself than to any of us. We shrugged it off, diving into the digital horror unfolding before us. The game was terrifying, more than any of us had anticipated. It played tricks on the mind, blurring the lines between the game's world and our reality. There was a level which featured a wailing ghost of a lady, which I believe was the final trigger. Liam suddenly paused the game, his hands trembling. "Did you guys see that?"
He needs a break from this damn computer. This man is going insane. You play too many damn games. I get it. We've all been there, bro. But it's time for you to really take a cool minute off them keys. You hear me? Because I'm starting to believe you on some other keys. But you know what I'm saying? It's just me. Let me go. Hold on. Babe. I think he sleep downstairs or he probably left. Never mind. I need my charger.
The shadows.
Y'all, if you guys are commenting, I can't see it. Okay, I gotta see. I need to know if you guys are commenting. Hold on. I need to see. Can we open up another one? I know. Okay, just play it, Tosh. Just play. Shut up.
"They're watching us," he whispered, his voice hoarse. We laughed it off, assuming it was just Liam being weird. We didn't know then that he had a condition.
They ain't your friends.
As the game progressed and we got genuinely scared, Liam's behavior grew more erratic. He started flinching at every sound, his eyes wide and unblinking as he stared at the screen. "They're here," he hissed suddenly, making us all jump. "They're here for us." "Chill out, Liam. It's just a game." I tried to calm him, but my own voice faltered, infected by the tension gripping the room. "No, Adrian, you don't understand."
Where did she come from? Where did this individual come from? We've been seeing all dudes and niggas up in here. Where did she come from? I ain't see her. This is the first time I'm seeing a pair of tits over here. What is all this?
Liam's voice broke into a scream. "They're not just in the game. They're in this room. They want to drag us into their world." We tried to laugh it off, but the laughter died in our throats as Liam scrambled to his feet, his movement jerky and uncoordinated. He dashed to the kitchen, and we heard drawers fly open, objects clattering to the floor.
What is he getting?
What's he doing?
Whispered,
"This is your cue to get the fuck out of the house. Clearly, my nigga is not well. Okay? He needs to go. Something's wrong. He kept giving you cues this entire time, and y'all asses is still there." Laughing, giggling, meanwhile, he about to go get a knife and end y'all. But you don't even know yet.
Rachel,
Lord,
her face pale in the flickering light of the TV. "Probably just trying to scare us," Mark replied, though his voice lacked conviction. The seconds stretched into eternity before Liam reappeared at the doorway, a kitchen knife clutched in each hand. His eyes were wild, red, unrecognizable. He pointed a knife at us, his hand shaking violently. "They told me what I have to do," he rasped. "I have to kill you all to save myself."
Look at these. He is outnumbered. Y'all can sit there and bum rush his ass. I don't give a damn. Fuck it. Bum rush his ass. Or bitch run. Like, what the hell? They backing up talking about, "Whoa, buddy. What is up? Why do y'all do this? You know what I'm saying? It breaks my heart. Like, You want to die. I know. You want to die. Okay.
Panic erupted. Chairs overturned. Someone screamed. A high keening sound that was abruptly cut off as Liam lunged. The game, forgotten, continued to flicker on the screen, its eerie soundtrack playing to an empty room as we scattered, trying desperately to escape our friend who had turned into a stranger. Chaos reigned as we all scrambled for safety. Liam wasn't mentally there. He no longer recognized any of us, his friends, as anything more than threats. His screams filled the house, a mix of rage and terror, as he chased after us with knives gleaming in the dim light. Only when he got to Mark did we realize this was too real. Mark brought his left hand up to defend himself, but Liam sliced at it like cutting through butter. Mark's thick blood sprayed on the floor as everyone started screaming. I hid behind the sofa, my heart pounding
So while he's focused on one person, listen, best friends, I love you, honey, but it's every man and woman for themselves. You hear me? Listen, while he focused on boy over there, when I tell you I would have been busting the windows out, the hot out of that motherfucker house. Listen, I'm gonna call the cops for your safety, but I'm not about to sit there and run a house and hide. Come on. What the hell? Is scrawny as he? Look how scrawny that dude was. You mean tell me y'all couldn't take a chance? Kick him in the motherfucking balls and that was the end of that? Tell him about himself when he finally get out of his trance? Like, bro, you need to give them games like a good break, buddy. It's okay. You can do anything else. Just get your ass off the motherfucking keys, bro. Both, okay? Both keys. I don't know
badly I was sure it would give me away. Through the small gap between the couch and the floor, I watched Liam's feet move frantically around the room. His voice was relentless.
You can't hide. I have to do this. It's the only way to end the game. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them.
His words were punctuated by the sounds of objects being thrown and furniture being overturned. Rachel, braver than the rest, tried to reason with him.
Liam, please, man, put the
There's
knives
a window
down.
behind you, Rachel.
We're your friends.
But his plea fell on deaf ears. Liam rounded on her, slashing wildly. A scream escaped her lips as he fell backward, clutching her face. I looked up in horror to see a clean...
Rachel, you got to get the fuck up out of there, Rachel. Come on now, it's in you. Come on. Instincts. Run, left, right, hop, skip, jump. We ain't sitting here trying to rationalize with this man. He just killed somebody else. Oh.
Cut running down from her left eye all the way till her neck. The situation was spiraling out of control. Every shout and cry felt like it was from a horror movie, not a reality. I knew I had to do something. Mustering all my courage, I crept from my hiding spot and made a dash for the kitchen. My plan was to find something to defend myself with, or better yet, something to subdue Liam. In the kitchen, I grabbed a frying pan, my hands slick with sweat. I turned just in time to see Liam enter, his eyes scanning wildly.
Adrian!
His voice cracked, a mixture of fury and confusion.
Why are you doing this? Why are you all turning against me? You were always in the Devil's team, weren't you? It's not us, Liam. It's the game. It's messing with your head.
I shouted, hoping to break through his delusion. He paused, confusion crossing his features for a split second before it was replaced with renewed conviction. He lunged at me, knives slashing. I swung the frying pan with all my might, hitting him on the side of the head.
Oh shit, is that a tooth? I got your shit right, boy.
Liam staggered back, stunned. I grabbed whatever my hands could get and threw at him. Bananas, milk cartons, glass bowls. He just kept swinging the knife. That's when a milk carton got punctured and his knife got stuck. As the milk dripped, I ran out to save my life. Liam tried to give a chase, but slipped on the milk and hit his head against the kitchen counter. Breathing heavily, I dropped the pan, which was still in my hand, my entire body shaking. The silence that followed was deafening, broken only by the sound of sirens in the distance. Someone had called the police. My friends had opened the...
Who was the someone that called the police? And when did they hear the shit going off? Like, you know what I mean? Who called and when did they hear? They should have been... This is hilarious! stop. Let me stop. Let me leave it alone. Let it play for y'all.
The door and ran out to the neighbors.
don't
Police barged in just in time as Liam came out again and 2 officers pinned him down. When Liam's parents arrived, the scene they encountered was one of horror. Furniture overturned, bloodstains on the carpet and walls, and their son, now handcuffed and being led away by the police. Recovery was slow. Physically, the wounds healed, but the psychological scars remained. We visited Liam in the hospital where he was under psychiatric care. He didn't remember that night. The look of horror and disbelief on his face when we told him what happened was heartbreaking. We lost a part of our friend that day.
Hell yeah, lost a part. We are not fucking with him no more. Talking about lost a friend. This nigga is crazy. I'm done. I'm so done. For real. You wanna know the truth? We ain't friends anymore, Liam. You tripping. He was more than on video games, y'all.
It was supposed to be a drive to reconnect. A chance for Mark and me to find some common ground after months of bickering and silence. The rolling hills and the quiet of the countryside seemed perfect, but that night, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in bruises of purple and orange, our hope of reconciliation turned into a nightmare. We were on an old country road, far from the city's chaos when we saw him. A lone figure, limping across the shoulder of the road, his coat tattered and face shadowed by the dimming light. Mark, ever the good Samaritan, pulled over before I could protest. "Hey man, you need a lift?" The man paused.
I'm not about to stop and ask this nigga, do he want some help? The hell is your problem? Look at him.
Paused, looking up with an unsettling smile under his old eyes. "Would you? I'm just trying to get to the next town over." His voice was hoarse, like gravel being.
Hey, y'all remember for the 80s babies out there, do y'all remember that movie where there was these balls where they would kill people? What is it called? Transylvania? No, that's not Transylvania. I don't know. I cannot fucking remember. But it was these balls that used to kill people. But you remember the master that operated the balls? Pause. He looked just like that dude, just with black hair though.
Being crushed underfoot. I felt a shiver crawl up my spine, but Mark was already unlocking the doors.
Are you sure about this, babe?
It's just a ride, Sarah. What could happen? What indeed?
Hell no. You about to die! Oh my god! Look how fucking. What? Who is that naive? Who's that naive, bruh? And if we do, your ass sitting in the front. Okay, get your ass in the back just in case. Cause I feel it, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to be a good person. But the moment that motherfucker get the, you know what I'm saying? I got to bow, okay? Out of this car.
As the hitchhiker climbed into the back seat, a cold gust of wind swept through the car, carrying with it the faint stench of decay. I turned to give him a tight smile, catching his eyes in the rearview mirror, piercing, calculating. He strapped himself in, his gaze never leaving mine. "Thanks for this. You're saving me a long, cold walk." As we drove, he asked innocuous questions at first, about the weather, our car, where we were from. Then his inquiries turned personal, intrusive. "So how long have you two been together? You seem tense." Mark laughed it off, chalking it up to a long day, but I could feel the hitchhiker's eyes.
It wouldn't be this damn random stranger we just invited in our damn car. What you mean?
Eyes boring into the back of my head, reading things I wish remained unsaid. The night grew darker, and a thick fog began to settle over the road. That's when he changed. The air shifted, thick with his unsaid thoughts, and then he leaned forward, his breath cold against my ear. "Take me to the old farmhouse off Ridge Road. You know the place. It's not far." There was a command in his tone that froze my blood. Mark glanced at me through the rearview mirror, a silent question in his eyes. "That's a bit off our path, buddy. Maybe we can drop you at—" "No! You'll take—"
He got hella mad, did you see? Look how mad he got, y'all. Look at this.
"It's a bit off our path, buddy. Maybe we can drop you at—" "No! You'll take me there. Now!" His outburst was sharp, a knife slicing through the tense air. Mark's grip on the steering wheel tightened, and without another word, he turned off the main road, the tires crunching on gravel as we headed towards a destination that promised nothing good. The farmhouse.
Fuck that. That's when I'm swerving my car. Yeah, you already know what to do. Get this motherfucking. We finna swerve that motherfucking car around. You hear me? He gonna be hitting his head left, right. Fuck that shit. You just got a motherfucking knife? Oh, it's a wrap, okay? Fuck that. Meanwhile, I'm finna unbuckle my seatbelt and get the fuck out of that car, girl. But you know, it's just me and being silly.
Loomed out of the fog like a specter from the past, its windows dark, its siding peeling like old scars. The hitchhiker's breathing grew heavy, excited.
Stop here. Let's go inside. I have something to show you.
We're not going anywhere. We're leaving.
But before
R.I.P. to Kate, okay? R.I.P. to Kate. We're not going anywhere. This motherfucker's behind you with a knife, okay? Do you want your neck? Your neck is the very first thing he probably might aim for, okay? Chicka. Like, seriously. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm too ticklish. I can't do it.
Mark could throw the car into reverse. The hitchhiker produced a gun, the metal glinting ominously in the dim light.
Out of the car, both of you. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Fear, raw and sharp, twisted in my gut as we complied, stepping out into the night's cold embrace. The doors slammed shut behind us, the sound echoing like a gunshot in the quiet night. There, surrounded by the oppressive silence of the fog and the decrepit aura of the old farmhouse, our true ordeal began. The ground crunched underfoot as we were ushered towards the decrepit farmhouse by the barrel of the hitchhiker's gun.
I know what's going through their mind. I will never sit there and give nobody who looks hopeless help ever again, okay? Never. This man was a predator. He was waiting for people to be like, you know, I'm just waiting for a good Samaritan to come on over here and, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and get into them. Like, shut up, Todd. Shut up. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
The air was thick, with the musty smell of decay, and every shadow seemed to whisper threats. Mark's hand found mine, squeezing it tightly, a small comfort in the face of impending doom. Inside, the house was even worse than its exterior promise. Dust lay thick upon everything, and
bro, did he just gain like... My nigga just gained like 40 pounds, okay, within 5 minutes. You hear me? Nothing wrong with being big, trust me. Ain't okay, you feel me? But I'm just saying, like, you know, you really just kind of packed it on real quick, okay? Damn.
And the air was stale, like heavy with the weight of long abandoned memories. The hitchhiker directed us to the center of the dimly lit living room, where an old chandelier dangled precariously from the ceiling, its crystals long gone.
Sit,
he commanded, pointing to the dusty floor. We obeyed, the floorboards cold and hard beneath us. He paced before us, the gun always aimed in our direction, his eyes wild with a feverish gleam.
You see, this house, it holds memories. Memories of pain, of betrayal. And tonight, you will help me right the wrongs.
I don't care.
His words slurred into madness, revealing a
I don't care about his history. I'm just trying to figure out, why do I gotta be here? You know what I'm saying? Why do I gotta be here? That's it. Just answer that for me. It'd be more beneficial versus, you see, this house holds pain. I don't care, bro. I don't give a damn, okay? If I don't give a damn was a face expression, it's right here, bro. It really is.
Mind unhinged by past traumas, now projected onto us. He began to rant about his childhood, about the parents who
he needed somebody to talk to.
Abandoned him, the cruelty he endured. We were his chosen audience, a captive pair to bear witness to his unraveling. We have nothing to do with your past. Let us go. We won't tell anyone we were here. He shot a bullet in the air, tearing me up.
Quiet! You're a part of this now. You must pay the price of listening, of understanding.
He began setting up what looked like a bizarre ritual, placing old, faded photographs in a circle around us. Each photo seemed to depict moments of a troubled family life. A child's birthday with no guests, a Christmas morning with no gifts, a graduation with no applause.
Aww.
The hitchhiker's voice became increasingly agitated as he described each scene, how each instance of neglect sculpted him into the vessel of vengeance he had silently become. Then, he produced a rope from his bag, throwing it at my feet.
Tie him up. Show me you understand the pain.
The command was chilling.
Show you I understand the pain? Bruh, no shame. It's not my fault. It's not my fault, bruh. It's not my fault. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, bruh, but you taking it out on the wrong people, bruh. Seriously.
But it sparked a desperate idea in me. As I moved to bind Mark's hands, I whispered a plan to him, a risky chance that might just save us.
Nah, that's unrealistic as hell. If he would have saw you whispering anything to your dude within close range like that, I promise you, that 9, what is that, a 9? I don't even know what type of weapon that is, but bruh, she would have off with her motherfucking hand, you hear me? That's a lie. I don't know, y'all.
Play along. I'll make it loose. When I say now, you push him and we run.
Mark nodded slightly, understanding flashing in his eyes. I tied the rope loosely around his wrists, giving him enough slack to break free when needed. As I stood to face our captor, I steadied my breathing, preparing for the moment to act.
Good. Let me see if the missy even tied it hard.
He bent down to check, and in that moment I kicked hard at the hand.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna keep stalling, I don't give a fuck. Listen, look how stupid that looks. So you mean to tell me, unless he that slow, I don't know, maybe, you know what I'm saying, there might be something, there is something swirling up there, but there might be multiple things wrong swirling up there, clearly. But like, really, you gonna take a chance and bend your dumb ass? Like, look at this fool. Look at this shit. Just look. You tell me if this looks like realistic. Like, you think he would do this shit? Just look.
He bent down to check, and
look at how close he is to her fucking leg. Really? I mean, Kate's in there real, she risking it because she about to lose a toe or two because that mother got it pointy, you hear me? But at the same token, though, why would he be that close to her by her knee like that? It's irritating me. I'm sorry. It's bothering me. Like, come on.
In that moment, I kicked hard at the hand in which he was holding the gun, but it didn't fall.
Now, Mark.
Mark surged up, using the slack of the rope to lunge at the hitchhiker. Startled, the man staggered back, firing a wild shot that went wide. The moment of chaos was all we needed. I grabbed Mark's hand and we bolted, racing towards the front door. We burst into the night, the cool air sharp in our lungs. Behind us, the hitchhiker's shouts and the sound of his stumbling pursuit filled the air. We didn't look back, running blindly into the foggy night, driven by pure survival instinct. The sounds of pursuit faded into the distance as we reached the main road, where by some stroke of luck, a late-night traveler stopped for us. He called the police as we collapsed into his car, our bodies shaking, our minds reeling from the terror we had just escaped. The police later apprehended the hitchhiker at the farmhouse, still ranting wildly about betrayal and vengeance. Mark and I were safe, but forever changed. The ordeal left scars that no time could heal fully. A haunting reminder of the night we faced pure madness and survived. Reflecting on it all now, I realized how close we came to a different ending. One written by a madman driven by the ghouls of his past. But in the frantic escape, in our desperate will to live, we rewrote our fate, choosing life over death he had planned for us.
All because you want to be nice. Long story short, y'all, trust your big ass gut, okay? Big ass gut, small ass gut, fat ass gut, slim ass gut. Trust your motherfucking gut. If somebody don't want, if it just don't sit right with you, don't do it. Ask God for forgiveness if you really feel that bad, but fuck that shit. I done seen plenty of hitchhikers and they all ain't welcome. You hear me? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, boo. Shoot, AAA? Whatever the case may be, honey, you gonna be taken care of if it really is, you stranded. Where you going with this, Taj? I'm just saying, I'm just not trying to be a nice person for people. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Me being an asshole has saved my life plenty of times. That's all I gotta say. Story 6. Before I do that, y'all, I need to see if y'all said anything. My phone just died, and I need to know if y'all, hold on, escape. Lord, please, I hope this shit do not start tripping. You feel me? Hold on, go up here. Oh, God, that's funny. Hold on, go here, Yahoo. Wait, Yahoo, girl. Who? YouTube. YouTube. Oh God, I'm so sorry, honey, but I need to know. Okay, YouTube, I need to see what's happening. Here, go here. There we go. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me put this back here, and let me put this over here. I need to see. View el channel. The wrong one. Pause that. Damn, y'all really watching though. I really appreciate y'all. Oh my God. Hold on. One second, y'all. I gotta pop out the chat real quick because I need to see what y'all be saying. I be trying to interact with y'all. Yeah, pop out this chat. Let me see. Red Jason said what's up. Okay. All right. I got my chat out, y'all, and hopefully y'all still rocking with me though. Low-key, high-key. Let's go to the next one.
It was an unusually busy Tuesday evening at Maison Étoile, a restaurant famed for its immaculate French cuisine and often reserved for the city's elites. As one of the senior waitresses, I navigated through the tables with practiced ease, my mind preoccupied with orders and table numbers. Little did I know, the night would unfold into a scene of terror that would haunt my dreams forever. The evening started like any other, with the clinking of fine china and the murmur of well-dressed patrons indulging in their culinary delights. Benjamin, the shy, quiet cook who had joined our kitchen staff a few months prior, was barely noticeable in the bustling kitchen. His presence was almost ghostly, his interactions minimal but cordial. Around 8 p.m., guests began to complain of feeling unwell. At first, it was a table of 4 in the corner of the main dining room. Soon, more hands were raised, voices tinged with panic.
Wait, what?
The symphony of a typical dinner service morphed into a cacophony of coughs and calls for help.
Wait a minute, what's this? Hold on, guys. Oh my God. Whoa. What the fuck? Get the hell out of here. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this chat out for y'all. It just disappeared. I don't know why. Restore the chat. The fuck is this? Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss nothing with y'all. Okay. Pop out the chat. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. There. Okay. And then let me put this mug on mute. Okay. For real. Low key. There. Okay. All right. So we got a poisonous cook. That's what I got. Okay.
My heart raced as I moved from table to table, trying to assure our guests, while sweat beaded on my forehead, not just from the rush, but from a growing dread. I rushed to the kitchen to alert our staff, and that's when I saw him, Benjamin, his back turned, mumbling under his breath, his hands trembling as he handled a bag that didn't look like any ingredients I recognized. I called out to him, my voice drowning in the chaos, but he didn't respond. He simply continued his mysterious work, pouring something from a small vial into the dishes ready to be served. The first scream pierced the air, a scream that curdled my blood. It came from the main dining area, loud and terrified. I ran out to see a man clutching his throat, his face...
Bro, listen, okay? Everybody in that room dying, but you sitting there running like you really about to be saved, like instantly. Calm down, bruh. Like, I know, right? It's insensitive, but really, let's be realistic about this shit. You really gonna be running around the restaurant? Oh my, like somebody finna just come right then and right now? Is that too negative? Oh, well, it is then. I don't know, but calm down, bruh. Everybody died. What's so special about you?
Panic erupted as more patrons began to exhibit symptoms of severe food poisoning. Amidst the screams and confusion, Benjamin emerged from the kitchen, his eyes red, a chilling smile playing on his lips as he clutched a bag with sharp blades emerging out. With a horrifying calmness, he approached a group of diners and...
Look at this fool! Oh my God, y'all, he look hella creepy. He about to slice
Flashed the air with a cleaver, barely missing a woman's face. Poison, just like my son.
Fuck?
He muttered repeatedly,
He just came from Smallsville? What the fuck?
each word slicing through the thick air of fear. Guests scrambled to their feet, knocking over chairs and glasses in a desperate attempt to flee from the madness. Benjamin moved methodically through the crowd, his cleaver glinting under the overhead lights, his face a mask of twisted fury. The air was thick with terror. He moved across swiftly.
I don't know. Maybe everybody was so poisoned that they couldn't bum rush him, you guys. I don't know. But the fact that he is getting away with all this shit, this man is fed up, okay? He didn't get a raise. He didn't get a raise. That's the reason why he's in an uproar like this. He poisoned everybody. You want to give me a freaking raise? You know how many miles I feed a day? And you want to give me a damn raise? Oh, it's up, okay? Up.
Locked the two main doors and
rent,
signaled the scared patrons with his cleaver to help pull the drapes down. I hid behind the bar, my entire body shaking, as I watched him approach a terrified young couple. You think this is just dinner? It's not, sir. You don't know what happens behind the scene. You think that you can just come marching down, throw your purse to impress your lady with some fine food and leave? They fool you. The expensive food. You can pick better at your grocery store, cook it, and it would still taste better.
Bruh, sometimes I don't feel like cooking. That's why I'm out here. Why are you complaining? You about to get your bread. Shut up. And let's be for real, y'all. Why would they trust a motherfucker that looks like this to cook some food? Does he not look like a cannibal? Look at those teeth, okay? He looks like a mixture between an ogre and whatever that thing we was talking about from, what is it, The Lord of the Rings. He looks just like him, just except for he gained that little weight. Either way, the motherfucker looks dead. He looks like he eats people. He's cannibal. I know. We're gonna continue. I get it.
Better than this shit. All these fancy chefs, they would spit in your food before serving you. Did you know that? They mix things that make you sick. Look around. All these fancy people vomiting and shitting, all for some food. Do you think they really care? He yelled, his voice breaking. They aren't here to serve you. They're here to abuse you. Abuse you and your children. No matter how much hard you try to save your loved ones, trust me, you will not be able to. The couple at the feet of Benjamin quivered in fear. The man tried to shield his partner, begging for mercy that I knew wouldn't come. Benjamin's response was to toss a handful of blades in front of them, pick them up, and slide them against her throat. The man denied.
I'm not doing that. If I'm gonna die already because I ate your stank ass food, I'm really not going to do that, bruh. We're not. We just gonna have to fade it out, bruh. Seriously, you ain't about to sit there and throw no damn butter knives at me and suggest I cut my throat. Have you lost your mind again? No, I'm not doing that.
I squeezed my eyes shut, trying to block out the screams, the pleading, the sound of slicing that followed.
And thanks to her being stupid, that makes her an accomplice. Cause hello, you just witnessing the shit. So when the cops come and stuff like, man, so Sarah, where was your ass at when all this was happening? Get her, okay? You're done.
I froze in terror. When I opened my eyes again, I saw the couple lying in their pool of blood. A scream came out of me suddenly, drawing the psycho's attention. He called the staff and chefs out next, making them stand in a line and hold their ears. He approached them one by one, asking the first person to say sorry to him. When that person quivered, he was met with a cleaver to his hand. He moved on to the next one, and then the next, leaving few for the staff, but hitting every chef he could see. No begging or crying could shake him. Ah, Lisa, he said, while tossing a phone towards me. Record this, will ya?
He knew it.
I
thought he didn't know where she was. Oh my God. How about I didn't even know there was a whole staff behind it though? I thought they had got sick too. Cause don't you have to taste the food before you? Shut up, Tosh. I don't know.
The phone and pretended to record as he went about picking chefs and patrons, slashing at them. It was the hardest thing I had to watch, but the very first clip I uploaded on my Twitter with the location of the restaurant and typed, "Help." The ordeal seemed to stretch into an eternity until the sharp crack of a sniper's rifle echoed through the restaurant. Once, Twice, Benjamin fell to the ground.
Oh my
His
God.
reign of terror cut abruptly
Okay, I didn't expect that to come. Okay, nice shot.
short. The silence that followed was deafening, broken only by the soft whimpers and sobs of the surviving patrons. The snipers found a gap between the window and the drape, and that was all they needed.
You see that?
As the police swarmed in and paramedics attended to the injured, the gruesome reality of the event began to sink in. The floor was chaos incarnate, stained with blood and scattered with the remains of a meal that had turned deadly. I sat there, among the chaos, my uniform stained, my hands trembling uncontrollably. I had survived, but at what cost? The images of that night would forever be etched into my mind, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the depths of human despair. In that moment, nothing made sense. Why did Benjamin do it? What drove him to such madness? The answers would come much later, unraveling a story of personal tragedy that no one could have anticipated. As the police cordoned off the scene, the once immaculate restaurant stood desolate, a sight of horror rather than culinary delight. In the aftermath, I learned the full extent of Benjamin's heartbreaking motive.
Yeah, I want to know.
2 years ago, his young son had dined at our restaurant and suffered from severe food poisoning, complications from which he never recovered. Benjamin had watched him wither
Oh, look at Daddy. Oh my God.
away,
Dad needs some
a
sleep.
slow and painful death that no parent should ever witness. His grief had morphed into an unquenchable thirst for revenge, a desire to inflict the same pain that had been dealt to his family.
Damn.
As further details emerged, so did the trauma. I knew that nightmares would plague me. The slightest clang of kitchenware would send shivers down my spine. Benjamin's tortured face would haunt my sleep, his eyes wild with pain and anger, and his voice would be a constant echo in my mind. For me, life moved on, but it was never.
Wait, but I don't understand. So who was the person who gave him food poison? Why did they die? Like, was that like targeted or was it an accident? I don't get that part. That shouldn't. Needless to say, everybody else shouldn't have to pay for that. But like, was it on purpose? Was it an accident? Like, and why only his son?
For the same. Each shift was a reminder. Each dish served a nod to the delicate balance between sanity and madness. I had survived, yes, but survival was just the beginning. Healing, I realized, was an ongoing journey, one that I was only just embarking upon, a journey marked by the pain of the past and the hope of what lay ahead. I just pray that Benjamin found his son, wherever he went to.
Wherever he went to. Are you insinuating he might have been a bad person? I don't know. Y'all, that was crazy though. So he was out for vengeance for his son. So it's like, but damn, you killed all them kids too, or had everybody? I guess everybody was just on the list. Wasn't nobody safe though. But kudos to the sniper dude who sat there and shot through that thin ass curtain. Y'all saw how small that was. I mean, could they really do something like that? Maybe they go by body heat and they already knew who it was. I don't know, y'all, but these animations is crazy. These are better than the last ones we did, y'all. Kudos, man. I'm happy because for a minute I was like, man, I don't know if these are gonna be good, but we're gonna try. But I'm gonna do a few more and then I'm out for this thing, y'all. So 2 more and then we out of here. That was a good one though.
It was a Thursday evening when I took the last delivery of my shift. The workload was a lot since another delivery guy simply stopped picking up calls and stopped showing up to work for a week, so the rest of us were working overtime. The address which we were given led to a house on the outskirts of town, a place so secluded and dilapidated it seemed to devour the dying light. My name is Jake, and this was the night my understanding of reality was shattered.
Hi, Jake.
The order was strange from the start. 1 large pizza, no specific toppings, pay in cash upon delivery, and the note added, leave on the dining table. Curious, but I've seen stranger requests in this job. As my bike crunched up the gravel.
Off rip, y'all. Come on now. You pulling up and it's got boards all on it too. Do y'all see that right here? You see these boards? This clearly says stay the fuck away. You know what I mean? Fuck putting that shit on a dining table, bitch. I'm putting your pizza right on the porch. Okay? Fuck that. You tripping.
Driveway. I got a strange vibe from the place. This has to be a mistake, I muttered, checking the GPS again, but the coordinates were precise.
Hold on. Red says, there they go with the pizza. How they going to pay for this shit? Right. And lean on a dining table. What? So you can clearly says it's a trap. You know what? I'm going to be a good person. I love my job at Pizza Hut so much. They're great to me that I would risk my life like this in this crazy looking abandoned home. Let's just do it. Get up in there, motherfucker got mugged like a head. Shut up, Tosh.
The air grew colder as I approached the front door, pizza box in hand.
Let's see.
I knocked, half hoping no one would answer. Silence greeted me, so I turned the knob, finding it strangely unlocked. Hello? My voice felt absorbed by the darkness within. Pizza delivery? No response.
You better not go in
the
there,
interior was shrouded in shadows, dust motes dancing in the air. Boarded up windows, broken frames with strange landscape art. I found the dining room by intuition more than sight, my footsteps echoing
this nigga were in the house, okay.
Too loudly on the wooden floor. The table was there.
You just walk, like what the hell? You just look like you need to be... I have to be careful with my words on live, but y'all know what I mean. God, just look at this shit.
My footsteps echoing too loudly on the wooden floor. The table was there, as the note instructed, but it wasn't empty. A set of fine, dusty utensils lay in wait. Even the entire table was covered in a thick blanket of dust. But to my shock, there was a clean square shape exactly like the pizza delivery box. I placed the box down. This is too weird, I said aloud, deciding to leave. That's when I heard it, the soft sound of a chair scraping against the floor behind me. I whipped around, but there was nothing. My heart raced, but as I turned to leave, I froze. I realized that the portraits on the wall had changed, where there had been landscapes and
What the fuck? Where did those come from? You should have known not to bring your goofy ass in the house. What the hell are you doing? Seriously, these people are not normal, okay? This house is not normal. This situation is not normal. Get out. Get out. Come on, Jake.
Tracks before. Now there were people smiling, but with eyes too hollow, too knowing. Panic set in then. I rushed.
Reggie said, no lights, abandoned looks dangerous. Why people let's go. Bruh, listen, either that or he really got some bills he want to play, that he got to pay. For sure. Because ain't no way. His integrity is through the roof, okay? God bless this brother, because I know he did.
To the door, but it wouldn't budge. This isn't happening, I gasped, my breath fogging in the air that had turned inexplicably cold. I turned back to the room. And that's when the whispers started, voices overlapping, coming from nowhere and everywhere. And then a woman's whisper into my right ear.
The meal must be finished.
I tried to cover my ears, but the sound...
I'm not covering my ears? Are you stupid? First of all, I'm sorry, man. lady to the left. Your ass would have got one of these. What pal? Okay, straight up. I'm out of here. And just off the strength of what you call it, my instincts, okay? What you call it, your reflex. There we go. My reflex would have told her left face up, okay? Seriously, come on. Jack, I hate you. I don't like you no more, bruh.
Sound was inside my head. The temperature dropped suddenly. My exhalations of visible vapor in the beam of my flashlight. Then the laughter began. A child's laugh, innocent if not for the malevolence behind it. Shadows danced along the walls, shapes that were human but not quite. I fell backward, my back hitting the cold wood of the dining table. I kid you not, the pizza box was open. Inside, there wasn't a pizza, but a grotesque replica made of what looked like flesh. I gagged, the smell hitting me, a stench of decay and something far worse.
Please, more so, where the fuck did it come from?
Just let me go. I found myself begging, to whom or what, I didn't know. The woman's whispers grew louder, the child's laughter more insistent. The room suddenly shook, and one portrait fell down. An old man with no eyes, a tall woman.
We noticed that he still did not get his ass out the house. He doing everything else but not running outside of the house. I don't understand. I'm not that curious, man. And fuck the money, okay? At this point, bitch, we good. Let's just go.
Woman with no eyes and a little girl, no eyes. The temperature suddenly normalized, the shadows receded, and the laughter faded into the ether. I was alone, or so I thought, until I turned to see a figure standing at the threshold of the dining room. A child, no older than 7, her eyes empty voids in the dim light.
Are you going to join us for dinner?
Fuck
She
no.
asked, her voice a chilling mix of innocence and something darker. I couldn't speak, couldn't move. The girl's eyes, voids that seemed to pull at my soul, held me captive. I can't. I have to leave.
But you're our guest.
I'm out. I'm out! Why are we talking to her? Like, are you serious? Get out! Oh my God, Jake, I hate you. I fucking hate your ass. You the dumbest motherfucker I see. Like, seriously, really? We just want to have a what are we having a conversation for? We don't know this girl. We don't care about this girl. Fuck the pizza. Goodbye. Is it just me? Like, is it just me, y'all? I'm so sorry, but like, come on. They keep saying these are true. You're lying to me. They're not.
She said, tilting her head in a 360 and revealing the same face on what should have been the back of her head.
Lord.
And the meal isn't finished yet.
As she spoke, the air around us grew thick, oppressive, as if her words were woven from the very darkness that filled the house. I mustered all the courage I could find. I don't belong here, I declared, though my voice betrayed my terror. The girl simply smiled, a gesture devoid of warmth.
Nobody does until they do.
She replied cryptically, before fading into the shadows, leaving me in trembling solitude. My heart pounded against my ribcage as I scanned the room for any sign of escape. The portraits on the walls now appeared to watch me, their eyes following my every move with silent accusation. I couldn't shake the feeling of being manipulated. Scared, I hurled myself at the window, but instead of it shattering, it was like I had jumped at a wall, hurting my shoulder. Panic clawed at my throat.
You fucking punk. Like, are you serious, bro? Just head back to the door you was at. Seriously, come on, man. At this point, I think he took a shroom or some sort of narco. Because this bro is tripping. Seriously, come on, man.
As I realized that I was a rat in a trap, a plaything for forces beyond my understanding. That's when the house began to truly reveal its horrors. The floor beneath me started vibrating. The loud shrieking of a woman suddenly echoed everywhere around the house. And behind the child, I finally saw a dark figure. A fat man in a bloody nightrobe, sitting in silence and looking at me. Except...
You could have said a well-endowed man. Why you got a fat shame, though? We like to eat, too, now. Shut up, Ty.
He had no eyes, just blackness.
Are you going to join us for dinner?
No.
The child spoke again. I was beyond terrified, so I just gave in. I slowly walked up to the table, picked up a piece of flesh, and closed my eyes as I brought it to my mouth. I had submitted. I took the bite and suddenly felt a familiar taste of bread. I opened my eyes to find myself back in an empty, dusty, dilapidated room.
Told you he was high.
The strange eyeless spirits were gone. The shrieking of a woman was gone. And I just found myself eating a slice of pizza, which had been ordered, surrounded by total silence. I could just see my own reflection in the mirror, with tears flowing down my eyes. In the midst of all of this, a new sound pierced the air. A phone ringing, its tone discordant and jarring. My phone. With hands trembling so violently I could barely grasp it. I answered. Hello? Jake, it's me, came the reply, a voice I recognized as my manager's from the pizza place. What's taking so long? You've been out for 2 hours. Hours? It couldn't be. It felt like only minutes had passed since I'd entered the house. I'm trapped, I gasped. Please, you have to help me. The house on... But the address, clear in my mind moments before, now eluded me. The house on... I couldn't remember it.
and started crying. Jake, calm down. What house? You're not making any sense.
Y'all got smartphones and you ain't got no location, like, on your phone. Like, I don't know, y'all. Just some shit. I'll be trying to, like, you know, piece it together. See, like, if I would do that. If I were in that situation, what would I do? You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to talk shit. Because y'all know I'm going to talk shit. But at the same token, it's like, would you really do that? Would you? I don't know. I think you're lying. I don't know, y'all. But let's just see. Let me stop talking because y'all know I talk a lot.
I glanced around, desperate for something to anchor me to reality. That's when I noticed it. The pizza box lying open on the table. But the entire pizza was gone.
You ate
it. Jake, listen to me. Why is it showing an order from you in the system? What? An order placed by you from your number. I couldn't believe it. I switched to the pizza app immediately and saw the details for this order. I dropped the phone in shock,
Oh my God.
my mind reeling as I realized that the order was placed under my name. I quickly picked up the phone and turned around to see the door wide open. I ran from that house like my life depended on it. I finally got in touch with the other delivery guy who had stopped coming and learned that he had ended up at the house exactly like me. And he experienced a similar haunting, which all died down when he finally took a bite out of the pizza which he was delivering. The pizza place quickly updated the systems to not take orders from that address, and no delivery guy ever went to that house again.
Wow. That's crazy. So if somehow some entity possessed them to come to the house and deliver pizza? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I call bullshit on that whole entire story, but you know what? Whatever. It was for entertainment purposes. We're going to move on. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. I don't know. This is the last one, y'all.
It was supposed to be our paradise, a secluded villa on the shores of Kauai, the kind of place you see in a glossy travel magazine. My husband, Ben, had found this gem tucked away from the usual tourist spots, promising privacy and romance under the Hawaiian stars. That first evening, as the sun dipped into the ocean, painting the sky with streaks of orange and pink, I remember feeling like the luckiest woman in the world. But then it began, our nightmare. Subtly at first, an art so perfected by our tormentor that at first we mistook his signals for mere coincidences. It started with a rustling outside our bedroom window, a whisper of movement that vanished when I pulled back the curtain. Ben joked it was probably just a curious gecko, but my feminine sense told me that something was off. We found the first gift the following morning, right on our doorstep. A seashell, but
what the fuck?
Not the kind one picks up as a souvenir. It was jagged, broken, stained with something dark that I hoped was mud, but deep down I knew it was dried blood. Ben tried to laugh it off.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about. See, if I'm out and about, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to enjoy myself, I get a gift the next day. I don't have any nobody. I don't expect anybody sending me anything no time soon, okay? Let alone if you are, you better make your presence known. Who the fuck is this coming from? Yada, yada, yada. But if I got a random ass gift at my door and it looks like something that resembles death, I'm out of there. What's up with people trying to these dumbass rationale with, oh, you know what? It's just a joke. It's just a prank. Come on. Jump back down to reality. You just might die.
To ease the tension that clung to the morning air, but his smile didn't quite reach his eyes. The seclusion of the spot meant that the staff was scarce as well. There was a storm which was predicted, so they said there would be disturbances. We did want to be alone on our honeymoon after all, so we didn't mind either. That night, the real terror took form. We were awakened by the sound of tapping on the glass. Standing at our window was a figure, masked with an ancient-looking tiki mask.
Look at that! What the fuck is that? Why is y'all blinds open? Who does that? Who sleeps with the blinds open like that? Girl, just go. I know.
Its eyes hollow, its expression frozen in a grotesque grin. The mask wasn't just eerie, it was a relic. imbued with a sinister energy that seemed to reach out towards us. Ben shouted at the man to leave, his voice filled with a mix of anger and disbelief, but the figure only tilted its head, as if amused, then quickly vanished into the darkness. I tried to call the staff,
Little did he know, he just pissed that motherfucker off, okay? He'll be back.
but the storm had rendered our room phones useless. The seclusion also meant that there was no signal, so we were unable to use our mobiles either. We were cut off, isolated, and I could feel panic threading through my veins like ice. And then it grew worse, more personal. We found photographs of us sleeping, laid out on the living room table.
Whoa. Back up here, pal. Okay, back the fuck up. You just said they got pictures of you while you were asleep. See what happens when you don't sit there and listen to your big ass gut, your small ass gut, your big... Shut up, not extra. But seriously though, y'all, come on. These are supposed to be true stories. I call bullshit on that. Fuck no. Rain or shine, we've got to go. Check the car. And anytime you leaving anywhere, like you going out on a trip, road trip or whatever you're doing, you need to be packing, bruh. Seriously. And if you can't, you know what I'm saying, handle that type of weapon, get some damn pepper spray or something. Have something. I don't know. But leave, man. Ain't no way. This motherfucker got pictures of you while you were asleep. Yeah. It's time to go. Let's see what these dumbass people do.
Each picture was marked with a red X, and on the back, scribbled in shaky handwriting, were the words, "Too much happiness, must correct." How did he break in? We weren't safe and had to leave, but the storm grew fierce, so we decided to wait the night out. As the night bled into deeper darkness, our bedroom door slammed shut by an unseen force. We tried to open it, throwing ourselves against the wood, but it wouldn't budge. Then, the air around us thickened, choked with the scent of something burning. Smoke began to seep under the door. I remember coughing, the air razor sharp in my lungs. Ben's face blurring through my tear-filled eyes as we realized that the psycho was trying to smoke us out. "Stay low!" Ben...
No, he likes the hot box and he wanted you to join him. No, let me stop. That's stupid.
Coughed out, pulling his shirt over his nose. We crawled to the bathroom, the only room without windows, the heat from the fire licking at our backs. Inside, we filled the bathtub with water, the sound deafening in the enclosed space. Meanwhile, the man's psychotic laughter echoed through the villa, a sound so unhinged it made my skin crawl. Ben found a small vent, a possible escape. He boosted me up, but as I climbed, a hand grasped my ankle. He was in the bathroom.
How did your man not see? Look, okay, she tooting that ass up. Anyway, but how did he not see old boy like right there? This is your chance, man. Smack him up, do something. Bum rush his ass. Look at this fool. He grabbing your lady by the ankle, man. The only person who should be doing that is you. Kink. But anyway, it don't make any sense.
I screamed, kicking frantically, feeling the psycho's grip tighten. Ben hurled himself on the psycho and pinned him to the wall before breaking and shoving me toward the vent again, blocking the psycho's next attempt to grab me. "Go, Leia! Get out and find help!" His voice was rough with smoke and desperation. I crawled through the vent, emerging outside, gasping for breath. My heart pounded against my ribs, fear and adrenaline urging me forward. Behind me, the villa burned, a beacon in the night, and I knew that if I didn't get help soon, Ben wouldn't make it out. Barefoot and
where did this fire come from?
Desperate, I ran along the beach under the pelting rains, the cool sand in odd contrast to the heat that still radiated from my skin.
Wait, but it's raining though. It's raining, y'all. Did I miss something? Like, I don't think rain and fire mix, right? But wouldn't water win when it comes to the fire? Am I tripping? Is this bullshit? Do y'all see this bullshit? Or is it just me?
The villa, our supposed paradise, was a fiery silhouette against the night. The psycho had set it on fire, its flames reflecting off the ocean like warnings I wished we'd heeded sooner. I had to find someone, anyone. My mind raced with images of Ben, alone and facing the madman. The thought pushed me faster, every breath a mixture of salt air and...
Wait, but where does she know? How does she know where to go? She just, you know what I'm saying? They said she's going to go look for help, but isn't it a secluded island? Yeah, I don't know.
Fear. I stumbled upon a small fisherman's shack, its windows dimly lit by the flicker of an old oil lamp. I pounded on the door, my knuckles raw, shouting for help. An elderly man opened the door, his eyes widening at the sight of me, disheveled, injured, wet, a wild panic carved into my face.
Please, you have to help me. My husband is back there. There's a man trying to kill us.
My
Why they give her a sound of a Muppet? Please help me. Save me and my husband. Now let me stop. Let me leave her alone.
Voice broke, the terror of the night overwhelming me. Without a word, the old fisherman grabbed a radio, barking into it rapid Hawaiian. He then ushered me inside as his daughter came out and ran out into the storm. As we waited for what felt like eternity, I heard it again, that chilling, unhinged laughter. It drifted down the beach, carried by the winds. My blood froze. He was coming. The psycho had followed me. I peered out the window, catching the glimpse of the tiki mask among the shadows. He was close. Too close. The fisherman saw him too and stood outside, a sturdy old harpoon in hand. His calm
Right, I was gonna say, what the fuck is that in his hand?
demeanor was the only thing that kept me from succumbing to utter panic. And then, there he was. The psycho, his mask now cracked, revealing glimpses of a scarred face twisted in fury. He screamed, a sound so filled with madness
Why are you yelling, bruh? Like, what are you yelling for?
it seemed to shake the walls. You can't escape love! The gods demand it! He howled, lunging forward with a rusted machete that glinted in the lamp's light. The fisherman reacted swiftly, thrusting the harpoon with a practiced hand. It struck the psycho in the shoulder, pinning him against the wooden frame of the shack. The psycho shrieked, the sound animalistic, but he was trapped. And then, the fisherman landed 4 or 5 massive punches on his face, making
Start landing though, that's what right. He got irritated. Why the fuck are you yelling, okay? Knocked.
him unconscious. Just when the old man was done tying the psycho's hands, we heard sirens, the sound more beautiful than any music I could imagine. Police flooded into the shack, securing the psycho, who was now laughing and crying in turns, speaking in tongues or maybe ancient Hawaiian. It was impossible to tell.
Yeah, he's an ancient beach bum. That's what happened. And they finally caught his ass. He be the type to sit there and steal people's flip-flops and try to recycle them motherfuckers.
They rushed me back to the villa, just in time to see firefighters dousing the last of the flames.
Oh, and this confirmed her husband is dead. Just letting y'all know.
I found Ben outside, supported by paramedics, his face soot-streaked and a broken arm, but alive. We collapsed into each other's arms, the relief a tangible thing between us. Later, we would learn that the psycho was once a respected historian of Hawaiian culture, driven mad by the loss of his...
Reggie said put the piece on him like Tina Turner. He's so stupid. Okay, he was tagging his face, okay?
family lands to developers. His mind had fractured, his grief manifesting in a delusional crusade to cleanse the island of outsiders. As we left Hawaii, the island's beauty now marred by our horrific memories, Ben squeezed my hand. We survived, he whispered, the weight of those words heavy in the air.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, let me go ahead and make the screen bigger. This was something to surely appreciate or remember for all of its bullshit. Okay, let me tell you this all. Yeah, woo, them stories was crazy, y'all. No, let me stop. They really were though, because half of them were believable, but I don't know, them last two, I was like, what the fuck? But okay, listen, we are sweating bullets, y'all. It's so hot in my freaking room, y'all. But y'all don't care. Anyways, okay. Y'all, that was my scary videos for today. I think the next time we're gonna just start getting back into it with the scary videos because I absolutely love those. And I know you guys enjoyed them too. Today's videos were actually cool. You know what I'm saying? I did enjoy myself. I hope you enjoyed yourself too. I don't know. What stories did y'all like the most? I'm trying to think which one was like the best for me. I can't really even remember right now, but I'm sure later on I will. But overall, I did enjoy them though. I mean, let me know if y'all enjoy these animation stories. If you like me reacting to them, surely let your girl know. If you did not like the video, please like the video, y'all. It sends the message to the algorithm that, hey, this girl's actually kind of cool and maybe they should watch it. If you did not like it, then do not like the video. If you want to subscribe, that is greatly appreciated, okay? And hopefully I can continue to keep you guys entertained, you know, because it is me. And if you are new to the channel, my name is TJ, aka TJ Mac, aka that girl with the dimples, A. And thank you so much for watching, y'all. It's hot. My daughter should be getting home in about 15 minutes, okay? So I gotta have stuff ready. But y'all, let me know. I'm about to do another live tomorrow too, and on Friday, and they're all gonna be scaries. Actually, no, that's a lie. They're not all gonna be scaries. I'm gonna react to Haha Davis. That's who I want to react to because he's been cracking my ass up, honey. I'm gonna try to do a try not to laugh with some crazy food. I don't know, or we just gonna try to do a try not to laugh. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna entertain y'all somehow, some way. Yeah, just know that. Anyway, but I'm about to get my hot ass out of here, y'all. This room is like, it says, what, 84 degrees in my room? So it is hot as fuck, okay? It's probably 101 again because yesterday it was scorching. But anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed yourself enough to subscribe. I said all that, whatever. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.